a stage, everybody in this show got a role to play. Drug dealer, pimp, nigga, atheist, saint. Drug addict, whole racist, filled with hate. The president, still a puppet, no debate. Rich nigga, poor nigga, really both the same. Conspiracy theorists that'll never vaccinate. All the people that believe the news ain't fake. Mother, father, grandparents, they all paved the way. Freemason worshiping Satan without no shame. Insecure celebrity can't live without fame. The woman that you love in the kitchen fixing plates. The man you gave your heart to, a baby on the way. Rapper, singer, athlete, don't care for who they play. She a risk cutter, suicide on her brain. Born with disabilities, can't escape the pain. And the world is a stage, everybody in the show got a role to play, even me. I was only born to die a black sheep. My third eye see what the world can't see. I look in the mirror, but I'm staring through me. Murder your ego, my soul told me. I buried it alive, you won't find the old. And the world is a stage, everybody in the show got a role to play. Everybody see it, but nobody will escape. Even if you see it through the matrix, still a slave. And the world is a stage, everybody in the show got a role to play. Everybody see it, but nobody will escape. Even if you see it through the matrix, still a slave.
That's not one of the prettiest beats you ever heard in your life, Nick. Today was a trash ass day. Today I made $35. And today was fucking terrible. Yesterday was a little bit better. But compared to today was today was very fucking bad. Today was very fucking bad. Very bad. And then I go to reward myself for being a fat piece of shit. And I'm like, all right, well, I need to go get a burger. I need a burger. That's the only thing that's going to make me feel better. So I go to the burger spot. I'm pulling on the door. I'm like, am I retarded or is the door broken? Fucking door is locked. This place locked the door almost 40 minutes before they're supposed to close. I'm like, okay, so somebody lying. So Google fucking lying, or these people in here are just pieces of fucking shit. I'm just like, yo, I can't catch a break, my nigga. I can't catch a fucking break, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate, like, it's just stupid, man. It's just stupid. And it's like, you know, it's like a real nigga's supposed to have a bitch to come home to and have a bitch cook for him. Like, you know, people don't realize, like, you know, when you on the streets and shit, when you homeless and shit, you spend so much money on food, bro. You spend so much money on food, man, because you don't have nowhere to cook. What's going on, Kevin? Yeah, I mean, just went to shit, especially corporate places. The independent places, are, you know, kind of cool, whatever. But the corporate places went straight to shit. Don't nobody. You walk into these bars or chain restaurants, corporate bars or corporate chain restaurant bars, whatever. They don't. You know. First of all, the quality of the food is trash, and they're charging you. Oh my god, dude. Like, who can afford to go out to eat? And I mean, I don't understand. Like, you know, I'm doing deliveries throughout the day, delivering food, and I'm looking at how much these people just paid for one night of dinner. This is one meal. This is one meal out of 3 meals in one day. On one day, I got one person that orders Dairy Queen every day. I got a couple or something. They order Dairy Queen almost every day, if not every day. And I know that shit probably $20, $25. I know it. It probably come out to 20, $25. They spend at least probably like $80 to $100 on ice cream. When your dumbass could go to the store and buy the same ice cream, bro. I don't get it. And by the time we get there, that shit not even, you know what I mean? It's not even like, you know what I mean? This shit is like half melted and shit. I mean, these people are crazy. I'm like, what do you do where you can afford to order Dairy Queen every damn day, bro? What do you do? Can you, like, what the fuck? What am I doing wrong, man? What kind of life you got set up, man? What's your IRA looking like, man? He said people are lazy and dumb. But I'm starting this in real life podcast. It's the devil, bro. I got these demons in me that I have a $1 million idea. I have a great idea. I have purpose behind it, and it's just like these voices, and not even just it just like it's like controls my nervous system, and it's like, don't do it. And then it comes to sabotage. As soon as I'll save up some money and I'll be like, okay, I'm about to go rent the studio. I'm about to go rent the little podcast studio, and my car breaks down, or my phone gets fucked up, or this, or that, or that, or this. And it's just like, a nigga can't get ahead for shit, but it is what it is. The only thing I can do is try, and working on this in real life podcast, because I got at least 4 or 5 people that I know, in real life around me that I want to, do a show with and have them on there. And I think they're genuinely like interesting people with interesting stories. And I think they have actual good insight. And then the goal is just to like travel and interview people that I personally, that I know, and people that I don't know and shit like that. And just travel and just see the world, man. And get paid off of like make a living off of, actually um letting people tell their stories and shit. Cause that's one thing that'll never get old. Like, everybody loves a good story. And a lot of these other people was talking about this the other day. Like, a lot of people like to disassociate. A lot of people like to distract themselves with other people's lives and shit. And I've never been that type of person. My life's so fucked up. My life, always been under a certain level of stress where I genuinely didn't care. I didn't care about another person's life so much so that it could actually distract me. I've always, since I was a kid, I've always just been, I never had that luxury. I think it's a luxury to be able to go on your phone and actually worry about somebody else's life. I think that shit is a luxury, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it is what it is. I'm just in the process of saving some money, and then also finding the right place that where it's just easy. I go there with my guests, we record, and the audio sounds perfect, and the video is perfect. And then all I gotta do is throw it up on the internet, and then clip it up, put it on different sites and shit. And it's just gonna be, it was always gonna be, you know, uh, paradigm, and talking about belief systems and indoctrination and how it affected people's lives. You know what I'm saying? How people's indoctrination affected their lives, because I could be a completely different person if I just had a different mother or a different father or a role model at all. I could be a completely different person. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. If I had one person that genuinely gave a fuck about me, I could be a completely different person. You know, um, and I think that goes for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So we got some music coming out soon. I'm trying to get some truth seekers on a song with me. Gave you a little preview of that. So I'm trying to get some True Seekers to hop on a song with me. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to get paid off of that one day. You know, I mean, I do it because it's just what my spirit moved me to do. But would love to monetize, the type of message that we put out there. And you see how shit is going. So it's not looking good. And I'm just like, I don't understand, man. Like I wake up in the morning, or whatever. I go into these parking lots of these stores, and I'm like, these people are like, I think it was Sunday, either Sunday. I think it was Sunday, and I'm at Walmart, and I'm just seeing these people at like fucking 10 o'clock early in the morning. I'm like, these people are racing to get here. They're racing to consume. I'm like, it's just disgusting, man. I'm like, yo, I understand we need things. This fucking hell vessel we trapped in, we constantly gotta we need shit. But it's like, and I'm always at Walmart. I ain't gonna lie. I'm always at Walmart. But at the same time, I have enough common sense to know like we not supposed to be at Walmart. We not supposed to be going to these fucking places, bro. At all. You know? Let's have a real conversation. We not supposed to be going to none of these places. These places don't give a fuck about us. And who knows? When shit really pop off, the same place people was running to go consume and shit, that might be the same place where they hold us captive. Let's have a real conversation. Shit. You know? The fuck is you talking about? So like I said, I look at how much people are spending, and it's like, bro, it's ridiculous. Like, whenever I deliver food from this like sushi place, $70, 60 $70 minimum $70. I'm like, you got $70 to blow on raw fish tonight? You got $70 to blow on raw fish? So I don't know if it's a situation where it's like people are actually making enough money to like be frivolous and shit, or if it's like a situation where people, could be a combination, where people are like, yo, fuck it, like we need this, like we need to splurge, we need to do this splurging just to keep going, we need this hit of dopamine and shit. And you got this bum ass nigga Donald Trump talking about, oh, inflation is down, kind of like, what, like, bro, you motherfuckers are you niggas are billionaires. You will never ever deal with being like, you'll never have to make like, what are you talking about? You'll never have to budget in your life for anything. And then, you know what I mean? So what do you, like, they're not even, yo, bro, these people are not even fucking qualified to speak on the economy when you look at their bank accounts. That's why it need to be a broke nigga that become president. The broke, humble motherfucker, you know, that needs to be somebody in leadership. The person that can actually relate to the fucking people that they steal all the goddamn money from to give to other countries and all this other dumb shit. It need to be a broke motherfucker that lead the country, bro. You know what I mean? It can't be it's just crazy, bro. This whole shit. And the people just go along with it. I saw I'm getting gas earlier, and I saw like I saw like I don't know if they were the National Guard or whatever. It was just military niggas. It was niggas in it was like the army niggas and shit. And it looked like they was getting gas for their cars and shit. And I'm like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You niggas are so fucking pussy that it's like you would literally go to war with your own, with the people, the people you supposed to be protecting and shit for a paycheck. Because that's why anybody, you know what I mean? That's why everybody does something fucked up to another person, is over money. Let's have a real conversation. That's it. If they wasn't getting paid, they wouldn't do it. you know. And I'm like, for them to be in my area, you know, because as far as I know, ain't no motherfucker, you know what I mean? There's like a little, there is a place over there, like a little army place or whatever. You can go over there, but where I live at, you don't see the military out here. You don't see no type of army people out here where I'm at. So to see that, you know, it is strange. But they just look, they wear their little costumes, and they just puppets, man. You know, they're pathetic, dude. I'm like, oh my god, you niggas is pathetic. So it's like, what do people do? It's like people feel like, oh well, we can't do anything about this, so they run to distractions and shit. You know, they run to the alcohol, the drugs, um, sex, porn, gaming, and uh, what else is it? The doom scrolling and all of this other shit, man. And it's just sad, bro. It's just a sad, miserable fucking world, man. And it feels so like, unless you really tapped into source, man, and that divinity within yourself, this world feels so dead. Like the frequency just feels dead. I'm riding around town, bro. I've been on an alkaline diet for the last like 3 days. And honestly, like my stomach was so fucked up the last 2 days, bro. All I'm eating is um spinach and chicken. That's it. Like baked chicken. That's all I'm eating. And it's like I don't know what the fuck was going on. I ate some like peppers and shit. And that was probably a bad idea. But today I feel a lot better. But all I've been eating is I've been eating, man. This is the cleanest I've eaten in a while, and I've been drinking alkaline water and shit. And it's the best I've felt in a while, man. This is the best I've felt in a fucking while. But it's just as expensive. Go to the grocery store, rotisserie chicken, $10. The bottle of water, $4. The fucking the thing of spinach, $4. You know what I'm saying? You gotta buy some dressing, right? You gotta put some dressing on that bitch unless you a fucking serial killer and you eat you eat salad raw. You raw dogging salad and get throughout your esophagus and shit. That's weird. Raw dog and salad is suspicious, you know? So it's like I spend the same amount of money, if not more. It's $25 every time I go and just go to the store, and I just want to buy my own like salad, rotisserie chicken, spinach, and then some a bottle of water and some maybe some dressing or some croutons or something. 25 bucks one meal for one meal. And I could make it into two or whatever. So that's two. So for 2 meals, we break it down 25. But it's insane, dude. It's insane. And then meanwhile, you could go to fucking bro. I could go to Wendy's. I could get 4 fucking biggie bags. Actually 5. I could get 5 biggie bags. I could get 5 biggie bags. You know how much fucking food that is, bro? And it's fake and nasty as shit. But I could get 5 whole biggie bags. That shit would last me the whole damn day for $25. I'm just being honest. Rotisserie chicken only gonna last me about half the day. You know? But I had to stop eating that shit. My body started acting real fucking weird, man. My body started acting really weird. I started having muscle spasms all up in my stomach. I'm having muscle spasms in my stomach. My abdomen, like the side of my abdomen, feels like, like it's burning, like it's inflamed. I forgot to take my turmeric pills or whatever. My circulation feels bad. I'm like, damn, bro, this food is really. I think this food, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm kind of active. I'm running around all day and shit. But this food is really fucking me up to the point where, I'm gonna be if I keep eating this bullshit just because I'm broke, if I keep eating biggie bags and all of this other dumb shit just because I'm broke, that's because I only got $15 to pay for food, at that moment, like, that's how they fucking kill us. That's how they got you right there. Because they don't want us here anyway. They want us fucking gone anyway. So it's like only you can care about only you know what I mean? I'm just talking to somebody. I was just talking to somebody. I gotta call him back. Telling me their fucking mother went to the doctor and had fucking like stage 4 cancer or some shit. And then passed away real soon. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, so when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, well, I just need I'm not attached to this world or nothing like that, but I just wanna record a couple of these songs that I want to, just have. I just want to record a couple of these songs and just so they there. And that's the only thing I really care about, man. I'm gonna be happy as hell when I get up out of this motherfucker. And when I do return to whatever the fuck is after this, I'm gonna just sit there, bro. I'm not gonna rush. I'm not gonna rush. I'm not gonna be in fear. I'm not gonna be anxious. I'm gonna just sit there and really like take my time as far as, what do I have to do to just reconnect with source or just destroy my soul altogether? Because this is like, bro, when you really reconnect with like your, the essence and shit, the whole this world is bullshit. It's just bullshit, man. It's just layers of bullshit, man. And people fucking suck. It's like that's the only thing that makes this world what it is. The people, the other souls that you come across. That's the only thing that make this shit worthwhile. Talking to somebody today, she was telling me, she's like, and I can sense the genuine frequency in her voice. She's like, she dead ass sounded like me. She was like, she was like, I'm cursed. She's like, I'm cursed. No matter what I do, I can't keep a man. I'm always getting left. And I told her the same thing. I said, bitch. I said, bitch, you talking to the right nigga. I'm like, what you talking about? I said, somebody put some Santa Maria on me the day I was born. That's what this shit feel like. And I might even tell her. I might even start. I mean, like, you ever heard of gang stalking, bitch? Have you ever familiarity? Have you got any familiarity with gang stalking, bitch? You know? Um, it's a satanic assault. Okay. All right. Pause. Pause. Gotta pause that. Whoa. But it is definitely a satanic assault. Let's have a real conversation, man. And nobody walking this planet should have to feel like that. Nobody should have to feel fucking cursed. I'm not allowed to be happy. I'm not allowed to have, have peace of mind. I'm not allowed to have somebody who care about me. I'm not allowed to have a support system. Then what is that's why people remove themselves from this planet every day. Because that shit don't make no fucking sense, man. And you got other people that's fucking, you know what I mean, get carried through life, you know what I mean? Living a perfect fucking life and all of this shit, man. It's bullshit. And that's why I feel like there has to be something. There has to be something going on where, um, it's when we come here, shit might be predetermined, or if it's not predetermined, it's definitely like, um, it's like levels to this shit. It's difficult. It's different difficulties and shit, degrees of difficulty because it don't make no fucking sense, bro. It don't make no sense, bro. And then you find somebody, and like people like us, we find somebody and then this shit gets sabotaged. It's like, bro, what's the it's like, so it get to the point where people genuinely start feeling like, what's the point? They lose their light, knowing, and this, this system, knowing damn well that's all we got. That's all we got. And that's how they recycle us. You know what I'm saying? They try to fucking just completely turn your TV off. They try to completely fucking switch your light off, man. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And if what I'm telling myself is, if I am to reincarnate, man, drop me off in a realm where kindness is the currency and authenticity, genuineness is mandatory. You know, where drop me off in a realm where the pedophiles and the liars and the cheaters and the thieves and the where these disgusting motherfuckers, where they're the losers, where they're the bums. You know what I mean? Where they're ridiculed, where they have zero power. Drop me off in that realm. Drop me off in that realm. Cause this realm is ghetto. And it's raggedy and it's stank. You feel me? He said, I have no desire to connect with nobody. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true, bro. We do. It's just we put it on the back burner. You know what I mean? Because if you're trying to connect with people, if it's not the rejection, you know what I mean? Um, then it's gonna be the disappointment. Let's have a real conversation. If it's not, you try to open up to somebody. If they don't hit you with that, the rejection is the jab, you know? The disappointment is the fucking uppercut. Like I said, certain people you can't replace. Let's have a real conversation. I'm one of those people. I feel like y'all one of those type of people. When you fuck over somebody you can't replace, you really fucked up. And you really fucking disrespected a blessing, you know what I'm saying? And I've done it before. I've done it maybe 2 or 3 times. But the thing is, like, and it's all the same shit, but it's like sometimes you know what you're doing and sometimes you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes you're aware of what you're doing, sometimes you're ignorant of what you're doing. When I was fucking people over, like I was fucking people over that cared about me, which was rare as fuck. I didn't know because I never had nobody that cared about me. So how the fuck I'm supposed to know how to manage a healthy relationship when I ain't never fucking seen nothing remotely close to that my whole life? So it sucks, and then you feel like, okay, you figure it out, but then when you figure it out, it's damn near impossible to get that shit back. And if you lucky, you get something close to it. If you lucky, you get something close to it. But once again, here comes the potential disappointment. So, I don't live my life like a bitch ass nigga mentally and shit. It is what it is. It will be what it will be. I don't care, like it is what it is. It really will be what it will be. I don't have control over another person. As much as I wish that me and certain people were on the same page, I just wish we were on the same page. I just wish we understood each other, or a motherfucker try to understand you. But you can't force nobody. You can't force nobody to really fuck with you like that. So you just gotta learn how to, you gotta be grateful with having the ability to fuck with yourself. And it's as simple as that, you know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. So, yeah, man, Crit Mac. They said Crit Mac coming home, man. Shout out Crit Mac, man. On hood. Shout out Crit Mac coming home soon, man. I miss that nigga, man. He said everything gonna see all right. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Probably not gonna get my burger. All a big back nigga wanted was a cheeseburger with some bacon on that bitch. Maybe a little red hot, a little hot sauce on it, hot sizzle, hot sizzle on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I can't even get no damn. I'm over here. You know what I mean? Trying to eat healthy. And burger not the healthiest, but it's healthier than fucking like a real burger. I don't want like a fast food burger. I don't want no damn. I want some Chinese food. I want some Kung Pao chicken, but I'm trying. I'm trying to go 7 days on a alkaline diet, and this shit is hard as hell. Cause it's just all fast food. It's all junk. It's all sugar. It's all carbs. It's fucking disgusting. And I feel great because I haven't been. I probably only been eating like 10 grams of sugar a day. Maybe 20. Maybe. And I've only been drinking water and these like probiotic juices. These juices with like turmeric, ginger, pineapple, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But that fucking Kung Pao chicken is calling me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. And especially when you by yourself, especially when you homeless, especially when you don't have nobody in your corner, to motivate you and shit like that. This shit is hard as hell, bro. You know? So, I don't know, but I'm gonna try to stay on point and not fuck it up. I haven't been eating no fried foods the whole week. I haven't eaten no fried. And for me, nigga, I would eat wings almost every day. I would eat chicken strips and all types of fucking fried shit every day. But my body was like, yo, you gotta chill out for a second. And it's still like acting retarded, but I genuinely feel good. Bro, I went like, I looked up, I was like, damn, I ain't eat no vegetables for like a whole month. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't eat not a near vegetable for a whole month. I'm eating wings and chicken strips and French fries, all types of soybean. I'm ingesting just soy. I was a soy boy, nigga. It was disgusting. It was disgusting, bro. And I'm like, damn, like I actually have energy and shit. Like last night, it was like 11 o'clock. I was like, damn, I'm wide awake. But in a good way, not like wired, not like, you know what I mean? Like like a caffeine high. Like I was genuinely like, yo, I have energy to do shit. And I know it's because of the food, because I just changed my diet up, But that motherfucker bullshit food, that processed shit be calling me, man. That processed food be calling me, man. So I was like, let me just go grab a burger. Burger is just protein. I don't even like it. I'll take one of the buns off or something, pause. I don't even really like, all of that bread and shit. And I won't even get a fry. I won't even get a French fry with it. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay on point, moderated or whatever. But it is what it is. Today was trash. Today was really fucking trash. Didn't make no fucking money today. And it sucks because, I turn this shit on. I'm on the clock for 10 hours, 9 to 10 hours a day. And, I'm literally giving my time away. I been applying to jobs, nobody responds, and I'm like, bro, what is happening? And I'm applying, I'm not applying to bullshit. I'm applying to jobs where, okay, if I get this job, if I want, I can get a place. If I want, I can get a new car. If I want, I can live comfortably, I've learned how to live, I'm not going to say like an animal, but I've learned how to, this is not the bottom, but it's close to it. This is sleeping in your car is one step away from sleeping on the street, sleeping on the pavement. And I would never sleep. I would never like. This is it. This is my final stage. If I was forced to live in a world where I had to sleep on the pavement, it's no. You're like it's over. Like that's it. Like I'm gonna just be like God, forgive me for my sins, nigga. But I'm finna do what thou wilt, nigga. Fuck out of here. That would never happen, you know. But I think everybody has to go through a part of their life where if they're not at rock bottom, that they're damn close, because you have to learn how to overcome that mentally and your fears and shit like that. Like I'm no longer scared. I'm no longer scared of being homeless. I'm no longer scared of being hungry. I'm no longer scared of being isolated. I'm not scared of none of this shit. I'm detached from all of this shit. I'm detached from all of this shit. I genuinely don't care. It is what it is. Whatever's gonna happen, that's what it is. Not worried about it. You know, like if I'm in love with a girl and then she start acting stupid, all right, go ahead. You got it. You know, take her away from me. Whatever. I don't. If I gotta, if I'm friends with somebody and then they just start talking shit or, they start acting different, go ahead. You got it. Like I said, one of my boys, this nigga I went to high school with, nigga fell out with me over Charlie Kirk. I'm like, you a bitch ass nigga in real life. Fuck out of here. Don't ever call my phone. If that's the case, don't ever talk to me again. you know? It's just, you gotta have boundaries, man. And it's like, certain things are just unacceptable, and that's why I'm just like, yeah, this place down here, it ain't no fucking loyalty, it ain't no honor. These are not traits that people give a fuck about anymore. It's all about me, 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 I. That's it. Everybody is a selfish piece of shit, and that's why I'm like, that's why the only way we could ever combat that is by using the internet to find people that's like-minded to come together. I will never understand. Imagine living in a world where it's like we have the internet now. We didn't have the internet before. So we would have never had the opportunity to ever communicate with each other. And now we have this resource and we doing the same thing. Our actions reflect the same exact thing as if before it even existed. It makes zero fucking sense. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. What it take for like 10 people, you know what I mean, to be like, yo, we're all on the same page. Let's put our money together. Let's buy some land so that it's ours. Can't nobody tell us shit about it. Let's build a community, raise our families here, and away from the indoctrination and all of that shit. I don't understand. I don't get it. I'll never understand. What's wrong with coming together and raising children in a community that the whole point of us, we had to unlearn our entire life. So why not bring children into the world that they have a 20, 30, 40, 50-year head start on us? Soon as they come out the womb, we don't give a fuck about Santa Claus over here. Crazy, the most heinous thing you can do is lie to a child. But it's okay when it comes to pagan holidays. What? It's perfectly fine when it comes to the Easter Bunny. What? Perfectly fine when it comes to a lot of these like satanic rituals that they disguise as, you know what I'm saying? a day to be celebrated. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. So my whole life, I've always been a person that's like, okay, well, guess what? Here's the solution. But my whole life, I'm noticing that nobody want to listen. Nobody listen to me. And then I'm just like, damn, like, so now I start thinking about, like, the psychology behind that. Like, what does it take, the people, the Hitlers of the world and all these other motherfuckers, what does it take, psychologically to persuade or manipulate people into actually not only listening to you, but taking action, you know what I'm saying, from your words and shit, So that's something I'm about to start looking into, like, because I have solutions. The solution has all I mean, this solution has always been on the table. I'm listening to mad videos and they're like, everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's saying we need to come together. Everybody's saying this shit. Everybody's been saying this shit. Nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it. It's very strange and it's weird. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Slow key, and I say I am. You know who I am. Definitely, I was looking at my videos and I was like, damn, I just recently, like, I took like a 6 month break from making music, but it made sense because my phone was fucked up. I ran out of storage on my phone, so it made sense. But I was like, damn, I got like fucking 20 songs right now in this fucking phone ready to go. Let me just start recording. And it's cool to record, man. I wish I wish I could get more people to hear the music, but I have to put myself out there, and I hate people, and I hate being on camera. I just hate it, bro. I mean, you want to talk about I'm the introvert final boss. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't look at me. Don't breathe around me. Die. Like, die. That's the only thing that would, benefit this situation, as far as this interaction, just die. Just die. But yeah, I'm the introvert final boss, man. I wish I had the confidence of like a Kanye West and just I don't give a fuck of a lot of these celebrities, man. And maybe they do give a fuck. Maybe they, I don't know, but like I just want to be left the fuck alone, man. I just want to be left alone. I just want to do the things that I like to do, and I want to stay out the way, and I just want to be around people on the same frequency as me, man. I don't want to, partake in anything other than that, mostly. You know what I mean? So catch you on the next one, man. Salute. We got some new music on the way. And I'm gonna pop up. I'm gonna pop up with this in real life podcast, and I'm gonna be interviewing, people that's on some gangster shit. I'm gonna be interviewing people that's on some enlightenment shit. I'm gonna be interviewing people that's on some esoteric shit. I'm gonna be interviewing people that ain't on shit. That ain't on shit. Let's have a real conversation. And I think that's gonna be one of my biggest like self accomplishments when I actually get to create, professional content and have real conversations and try to bring real people together, you know what I mean? That's gonna be something, it's gonna mean something to me. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? We gotta get this, we gonna get this money and you know we gonna get this money so I could finally afford to buy Jason Bosley, man. I'ma holla at y'all.